Hey guys, welcome back to another video of on Prehistoric Kingdom. Today I actually did an actual building mixed with a exhibit, as you've seen in the thumbnail. But yeah, let's pretty much get straight into it because this was an actual really big build. So yeah, first of all, I do want to say sorry I haven't been posting. Life's been busy. I know I said it a lot, but it has been. Yeah, when I was doing this, I wanted to make it like a multi-level thing. It did end up working, but I kind of realized the stairs are so small. I wanted to make bigger steps, but it didn't work. So you've obviously got it. Took me a little bit to work out why the building wasn't working how it should, but yeah, that's after I built everything. Well, this is where I stuffed up, because I wanted it to be like big steps. Because like it looks like decent sized steps, pretty big steps, right? Nah, apparently the people can't climb that. But all in all, it still turned out alright. It just took a bit longer. It just doesn't have the big ancient steps looking design like I kind of wanted it to do. But yeah. Anyway, I kind of how I came up with this idea for this was literally I kind of woke up to it. I just woke up to like, you know what, this would be a really good idea, and I did it. And I think it was like I did it like 3 days later. Then I edited it. I'm editing it like 2 weeks later. So I'm really far behind. You know that, but it doesn't matter. So I didn't really want to do all the same color, but when I did have a look, I had to change any colors of the different materials, but I honestly didn't like how it looked. I like the brick. What is it? The brick look, like not the bright red, not the orangey brick, the stone brick thing. And all that, but all in all, this build pretty much came out alright. And this is where I realized, I was like, geez, steps are tiny. And I thought one of those side step pieces, stairs pieces, whatever you want to freaking minutes mess, was tall enough to get to the second floor. So I was like, I'm gonna do this. Like, you know what, I'm gonna shrink it down. Not shrink it down, just kind of like shove it into the floor like that. Because I'm pretty sure that made it the right height. Well, hopefully I can get up there. Yeah, I did fool around with the floor for a little bit because I pushed the wrong button and it deleted like 3 of them. So yeah, I was meant to get rid of 1 and getting rid of like 3 of them. It's like, yeah, I end up like covering up the bottom of the stairs because I didn't want the stairs to look like they were just floating. This took a little bit longer too because I keep like clipping in and out of the building. I was like, ah, god damn it, it's annoying. But I ended up getting it, I think. I don't think it was like perfectly in line after I did that. Yeah, I did end up fixing it. You'll see in a second. I did, like, I'm pretty sure I fixed it. I don't think I would have wall over that side of the stairs though. It's like he's gonna walk around there, right? Yeah, this took me like, this whole build took me like, I think it was like 2 hours to finish this whole build. And it's not much to this build either. This took me so long to do. And I deliberately left that gap there because I liked how it looked. Even though it looked like a floating thing, but I liked the little gap. In here I was figuring out, I forgot you can stretch stuff out and make it bigger. I was like, you'll see me like fiddle around with it in a second, but I was gonna like just place them like that, but then I didn't like the whatchamacallit in the middle, like the way the glasses meet together. And this is when I realized you can open it up like that. I'm like, yeah, I like that. I know it doesn't reach all the way. And so I just, like, I should have stretched that. I tried to, but then I realized it stuck out. And I'm like, okay, I'll shorten it a bit and do it in there. And like, you know what? It works. Only if it was a one like glass, it would have been so much better. This so the Naruto can actually have a bit of privacy, even though he can stand on the second floor and overlook. But yeah, and I wanted to put a few shops in there. This nothing too crazy. This one per side, or two. I'll put two per side, one of each on either side. That makes sense. You know, but it turned out, this whole build turned out pretty good. I didn't really mix up the terrain of the build, and I try to guess how much they needed as well of everything. Turns out I got it wrong yet again. As I usually do, but what can you really do? I know I could just read it and find out better, but I don't mind how I get it wrong, because I kind of want to guess and see if I get it right one time, because I don't really use dinosaurs that I've done before, so it's always a big guessing game. I have done it before where I've repeated dinosaurs as you've known, but I still got it wrong anyway. And I don't think I did know what to do with the roof on this, because I didn't really plan a roof. I did want to put like an edging on it, like a gutter edging sort of thing. But I mean, I could have tried to bring it in manually instead of the grid, but I was hoping it would just all lock up by the grid. But what can you really? I should have put it. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Because I probably should have actually, but oh well, doesn't matter. And this is where I was just doing the windows, because I actually wanted to put glass. I did wood stuff, and I did want to put like a balcony over top. I don't think it did. I have no idea if I did or not. I can't remember. I did actually, by the looks of it. Yeah, because it's the same color roof as the thing, and yeah, this is where I was going to like see if I can line it up, but I just couldn't get it to look right, so I was like, no, stop it. no edging. And I did want to change up the poles. I can't remember if I did or not. I think as I was building it, I was like, I'm gonna change the poles. Then I looked at it, I'm like, yeah, no. I was like, it took me a while to work out. I'm like, oh, should I? But I ended up doing it anyway. As I put it in there, as I was filtering out the benches and stuff, I was like, I don't know if I like those poles. But I ended up keeping them because of the little metal pieces that are like the benches and all that. And I probably should have changed the colouring of the sign, but what can you do? All in all, this building turned out to be pretty much alright. And this is where I was just trying to work out like how high and how strong of a fence I needed. Because I'm pretty sure, and I can't remember what I did, if I turned off breakouts or not. Because if I didn't turn off breakouts, it would have been bad. So I was like, I'm gonna make it to a fence where they actually need it. Yeah, and I didn't want to put a plain shape, because not a single plane in this park is a plain shape. It's like triangles and all that. Yeah, I did go back to normal speed just so you can like have a closer look at the baby Nasuto Sanctuary and adult versions. But I will shut up in a minute so you can hear Nigel talk about the Nasuto Sanctuary. Jesus Christ, that's really hard to say over and over again. Nasuto Sanctuary. Jesus, I'm an idiot. I will shut up now so you can listen to him.
A few moments later.
Wow! Look at the horns on that one. This must be Nasuto Sanctuary, a ceratopsian best identified by its large cow-like features. This massive creature weighs approximately 1.5 tons. To put that into perspective, a mature Spanish fighting bull can weigh up to 0.7 tons. Imagine setting that loose on the streets of Pamplona in Spain.
So this is where I did I actually? No, I didn't actually guess this one. I guessed, yeah, I didn't actually guess this one because I didn't want to fiddle around too much. I was completely wrong. I'm sorry about that. They needed a lot more water in than I thought anyway. I'll do them with that. End up making a little nest and putting some signs up. And rocks. You can't forget the rocks. Just so it's, I don't know, looks a bit more natural. Then I realised you can't, no one can reach into it, so I've got a tiny gate. I didn't realise when I was putting this thing down that there was a baby in that, and that's baby in there. I was like, but yeah. And this is when I realised that the steps were wrong. Like, the steps couldn't work where they were. So I was like, why doesn't it work? Like, no, it doesn't work. Why is that? But this is before I realised you actually needed step pieces. So I'm sitting there like, it's like, I'm gonna try putting a bit of steps down, and if that fixes it, I'll just put steps all over it. Then I noticed everything just went back to normal. I was like, you know what? As I put the first one down, I was like, the 4 warnings went down as soon as I clicked onto it. I was like, okay, cool, I'll just bring it all over, make it straight, and be done with it, because I liked how the bigger steps looked, but if I can't have it, I can't have it. It's nothing I can really do about that, but what can you do? What? And this is where I just fiddled around with a few decorations, and pretty sure, yeah, just took them a little bit to find them. I was gonna see if they would had if they had the color version, like the cartoony version. I couldn't seem to see one, so I decided to get back to the silhouette. I ended up putting 4 in there, 2 on the ground floor, 2 on the second, like the first floor, just to, fill in the wall a bit, wall a bit, so it's not just a plain brick wall. I mean, I could have done more, but sometimes I think less is more like more is less, if that's the way of saying it. Well, I couldn't remember how to spell it, so I put it up, so I literally took a screenshot of it so I can spell it out. And I didn't want the words to be fully straight. I did put it on the ground, make it semi-straight, but it's not perfectly straight, and I didn't mind that because it turned out alright. But anyway, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and give me a like. See you next time.